Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ravina and I'm ready with another lesson today for you all. And today's topic is going to be your favorite one, which is transport. So all the grade twos, get ready and let's get started. I want you to gather up all your toy cars and keep them with you so that we can explore a lot more all about land transport. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Hello, everyone, and the topic for today is modes of transportation. And the lesson objective is the first one, the first learning objective, since we divide our class in three groups. So, first learning objective is for first group, which is identify different means of transports and the connected vehicles. Task 2 will comprise of identify and give reasons for the use of specific modes of transportation to different destinations that may be school, India, USA, or Abu Dhabi. And finally, the third group will be doing the comparison about the uniqueness and similarity of different vehicles. So let's get started with our lesson objective. I want you all to write it down and I am going to explain in the next slide the success criteria that we will be following. Here goes the success criteria. This will be uploaded on the Google Classroom after we finish off with the lesson. So you can easily access it through that, as well as you will complete a worksheet that will be given as a printout to you all and you can complete it there. So this is what is expected from you by the end of the lesson. The first group should be able to write the name of each vehicle used as land transport. The second group should be able to give reasons for the use of specific modes of transportation to different destinations. Sorry for the mistake. That can be school, India, USA, or Abu Dhabi. And the third group should be able to compare the uniqueness and similarity of different vehicles. Now comes the concept map, which actually comprises of everything we are going to cover during the chapter. So our basic, the one in the middle that you can see is the modes of transport. Then these are the transports that we're going to cover all along. The first one is that we'll cover is land transport. Then we will cover water transport. Finally, we'll cover air transport. Now, the rescue vehicles is very important in all the three topics that we will be covering. So, rescue vehicles will be there in land transport as well. Rescue vehicles that we can find in water transportations as well as rescue vehicles we will be doing separately as in air transport. Okay, let's continue now. I want you to write all the keywords in the notebook. And before you start writing, I want you to try and read the keywords properly and try to memorize it into your brain so that whenever the word comes in front of you, you are able to recognize it within seconds. All right. So the first word here is travel. Second is means. The third one is transport. The fourth one is vehicle. And the fifth one is public. So these are the main important words we'll be covering throughout the chapter. So here is our topic, which is modes of transportation. Okay, here comes a worksheet, small worksheet that is going to have 5 questions in it. And please note that this is going to be the pretest. Without any helps, you're going to complete the questions and no helps. This is just to check your prior knowledge related to the topic, your previous knowledge, how much you know. Now, if you want the printout of the full worksheet, you can anytime leave or message in the comment section. I will be there available for you all the time and I am going to forward it to you as and when you require it. And now after the pretest, we are going to cover KWL, the very important chart that has to be covered in almost every topic that we do. So here you can see three columns. The first one, I would like to you all to fill up what you know. What you know about the topic transport. Next column, I would like you to write what you want to know all about transport. It can be anything related to the topic. And we are going to leave the third column. We are not going to fill it right now. All right, that we will be filling what you learned at the end of the lesson. Okay, so let's see what we have next. Okay, after completing the K and W column of the KWL chart, I want you all to do in your notebook, write down this definition on transport. What is transport? It is simply the medium to travel from one place to another. It can be any medium. Car, bicycle, airplane, ship, cruise, anything of your choice. But all of these are considered as transport. Now, people use transport to reach a place in a very short period of time. It makes our life easier, really easier. So please do write this in your notebook so that you can get the best out of it and you can go through it whenever you are in haphazard. Next, I would like you all to write down in your notebooks the different modes of transportation. Now, as we have discussed this earlier as well, that there are three types of transportation. So I would like you to draw as well as write all the three categories of transportation. The first one being land transport, second one water transport, and the third one air transport. Let's learn about land transport. Land transport is the transport that moves on land. Simple definition. It is the most common way of transportation that is used to carry goods and people. Now, there are different vehicles that are used to cover different distances, of course. Like few of them only carry people, few of them only carry loads, and they cover distances accordingly, maybe long or short. Now, I have some questions for you. The first one is, can you name some modes of transport? Think and then answer, all right? Then comes the second question for you, which is the cheapest mode of transport? That is the same question I have given in the pretest as well. And then comes our third question, which mode of transport will you choose if you have to go to buy grocery? And why? Why will you choose that transport to go and buy grocery? All right, think and answer these questions. Okay, let's go further. Land transport, the cheapest mode of transport which helps us to move from one place to another are our legs. Now, we can only travel short distances with our legs. Only short distances, no longer ones. For example, going to buy the groceries a few blocks away from our house, or maybe to a park near our house to play for some time. These are the very easy and the most cheapest mode of transport that we have. And these are the blessings. These are the ones, these legs are only the things that were used when there were no wheels. There was no transport, right? After our feet, after our legs, we have the first mode of transport for explanation, which is a bicycle. We need to remember that it has two wheels which help it to move. We need to pedal the wheels by our feet, of course, to move the bicycle. It does not have any engine or something, so we have to keep on moving our feet to make it move forward. Next comes the rickshaw. Well, rickshaw is something which is not available everywhere. So in India, basically, you will find out, or maybe in a few Asian countries. So it has three vehicles to move. It is just like a bicycle. It is used to carry 2 to 3 passengers for short distances. You cannot expect a person to carry you for longer distances, right? So if you have to just go nearby shops or go for shopping which are nearby, maybe a clothes shop or anything else, grocery shops, you can even afford a rickshaw when you cannot, or maybe your bicycle isn't working. So these are basically the most important and cheapest modes of transport that you use for short distances. Next in line, we have a motorbike. A motorbike has 2 wheels and an engine as well, that we did not have in our bicycle or rickshaw, of course, because we were using human power more, right? But here we don't have to move our feet or give our energy to our vehicle. And here all the work is done by the engine, and motorbike has it. It has 2 wheels. They are bigger and they extremely faster than the bicycles because of their engine, and we don't have to do any manual work to drive them. Next, after the motorbike, we have an auto rickshaw. This is also known as auto rickshaw in India. Next comes everybody's favorite, which is car. It is a vehicle, of course, has 4 wheels. We have to keep that in mind. It has an engine that helps it to move. It can carry few people or passengers. It is also known as an automobile. So after the car, we have truck. Trucks are used for covering long distances. I have underlined it for you in yellow font so that you're able to recognize it very clearly, that trucks are only used for long distances and they carry extremely heavy loads from one place to another, not the people. You can see the box just at the back of the driving seat. That box is only loaded with extremely heavy material that can be carried from one place to another, not the people. All right, so car, we use a car in which passengers can sit, but as we talk about a truck, it is used to carry heavy loads. Next in line, we have buses. Buses are very important mode of land transport. It carries many people from one place to another. It is used for traveling long distances. Almost the states and countries have their bus services and thousands of people traveling on them. And with the people, they can carry their own luggage as well if they have to travel long distances and go to their friend's place or relative's place, right? Next is train. Trains carry people over long distances. Not only people, even trains carry heavy loads. All right, we go to one state to another in trains. It has a number of carriages that are all connected to each other. It can move faster than any other vehicles nowadays. Some countries are also connected with another through rail lines. And by the way, India is having the tallest, the biggest, the longest train rail lines. It is recorded in the Guinness Book as well. So it is very well known. All right. So keep in mind that long distances can be covered with the help of buses as well as the trains. All right, I have some exciting questions for you all to answer. Enough of my teaching, now your job to answer. The first question for you, you have to think and answer, all right? Do you think bicycle can cover long distances? Yes or no? And why? Why do you think so? Then comes my question number 2 for you. Can you go and buy grocery near your house on a train? Do you think you can? Okay. Moving on to question number 3. Which modes of transport will you use to travel Sharjah to Dubai? And why? Let's move on to the next one. Why does your dad goes to his office in a car and not a truck? Why? Then we have the next question for you all, which is, have you seen a rickshaw in Dubai? Do you think we should have a rickshaw in Dubai? Would you love to have it? That's a question for you all. And finally, what are buses used for? Why do you go to school in a bus and not in a truck? Can you think of some answer? Well, think and don't forget to answer in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your replies. Now comes the rescue vehicles as discussed in the content of the modes of transportation. If you remember the concept map, there was in a circle mentioned the rescue vehicles, which we will be covering in our land transport, water transport, as well as air transport. All right. So here comes our first rescue vehicle, which is an ambulance. See, when someone is hurt or sick, where do they go? Who comes at your place? Whom do you give a call to? You, of course, call to the hospital, right? And then people who are not able to go to the hospital at their own and who are not feeling that well. So these people are taken to the hospital with the help of this land transport. It is the rescue vehicle called as ambulance. Now, in case of emergency, you can call 998, which is the Dubai emergency number for hospital. Here comes our next rescue vehicle, which is a police car. Whenever we see a policeman, we are so excited. Oh my God, see, that's a police car. That's a policeman. Even I want to become like a policeman. That police guy I can see there, right? So what is a police vehicle used for? All these policemen use this vehicle to either catch thief or to run wherever we need security, right? So it is the vehicle in case of any emergencies, in case of any incidents or chasing thief. We have to call for help anytime, all time it's available to you all, and you have to call 911. It is for Dubai. All right. So this is the second rescue vehicle we have covered today, which is a police car. Now comes everybody's all-time favorite, which is a fire truck. A fire truck or fire engine is a vehicle that is designed to help in fighting fires. A fire engine carries hoses, a pump, there's water tank, and a few of breathing equipments. It also has a rescue equipment such as ladders, ropes, and cutting tools, and usually first aid kits as well. In case of an emergency, you can every time call 997 for fire department in UAE, Dubai. Question time. So it's your time to answer my questions again. I have some questions related to the rescue vehicles. Okay. Transport. First question comes, what is land transport? We just discussed all about it, so you should be able to remember that very clearly. I want you to answer all these questions in your notebooks. Don't forget to write the questions as well, all right? Then comes our second question. What's a bicycle? What do you use it for? What is it? Then comes third question for you all, which is the fastest land transport according to you? Then fourth question, what do you think will happen if the shape of a wheel is a square? If you change the shape of a wheel into a square, what do you think will happen? And what do you think will happen if there are 2 wheels instead of 4 in a truck? What will happen? These are some critical thinking questions I want you to focus on and write in your notebook what you think about them. Then comes our sixth question. What if there were no traffic signals? What would have happened? Let's move on to our seventh question. Why does the police car and an ambulance have sirens in them? For what reason do they have sirens? And the final question on this slide. Why do you think there are horns on the road vehicles? Why do we need horns in our cars, vehicles, trucks, buses, anything, and even in bicycles? For what reason? So you need to answer all these questions. Think and answer. These are very important for you. Since we're talking all about the land transport, rescue vehicles, we cannot even think of not talking about safety rules. Now, you can see any video of your choice on safety rules. That is totally on your choice. YouTube have many. And after looking at the video, I have some questions for you, which you can answer anytime that you want. All right, let's go. The first question is, what do the three traffic signs stand for? What is the shape of the warning traffic signs? What does the drawing in black indicates? Can you tell some road safety tips? What is zebra crossing? Here you have to think of the definition that is very important. Why should we wear a helmet while driving a bicycle or a motorbike? And the last question is, after looking at the video, think about it and answer. Why do you think it is important to wear a seat belt while traveling by car? All right, why does mama, dada keep on forcing you to wear a seat belt, wear a seat belt? Why? Why is it important? All right. Here are the simple tasks related to the learning objective that I just introduced. So here comes our task 1 for the first group that we have divided. You, of course, looking at the video, can choose your task and do. And if you want the worksheets, please message me in the comment box. I will be there to provide you anytime you want. All right. So the task 1 over here is write the names of each vehicle used as land transport. As you can see, for your convenience, the word bank is given on the top and you can pick up the words and just match and write them below under each picture. Here comes the children who can do task 2. Please go ahead. This is just a glimpse of question number 1. We have many more. I have written many more in the worksheet. Give reasons for the use of specific modes of transportation. So there are a few questions given on your screen right now. Please try to attempt these questions, and if you want more, please do ping me without a fail. All right. Finally comes task 3, and for task 3, I would actually suggest every child, each of you, whoever is watching the video right now, to look at it and do task 3. Try to do. Even if you cannot write the sentences, at least you can draw, right? You can try to draw the bicycle and the truck and then make the various differences. You can tell your parents what the differences are. They can come back to you with more and you can discuss some more with them. All right. So it is comparison. Compare a Venn diagram and a truck using a Venn diagram. Venn diagram is very important because you have to, of course, compare the uniqueness, uniqueness as well as the similarities among any two objects that can be in front of you. All right, so don't forget to do this task. Now I have task for everyone, no choosing. All right, first thing, draw and label the traffic lights, and second thing, draw and label, this is my favorite one, draw and label your favorite means of transport and write why you like it the most, and minimum to minimum try to write 3 to 5 sentences. Minimum 3 and maximum you can go 5. All right, this is the task for all I want you all to do. Finally comes our assessment tool, which is the KWL column of the chart. So first 2 columns, if you all remember, we wrote already while we started the lesson at the beginning of the lesson. But now what is remaining is what you learned. What you learned from the whole lesson. All right. So for this, I want you to focus, think, and I'm sure you might have learned something new. You have to mention that for sure. All right. So this will complete the KWL column of the chart. Let's revise the success criteria. Were you able to write the name of each vehicle used as land transport? Were you able to give reasons for the use of specific modes of transportation to different destinations? School, India, USA, Abu Dhabi, etc., etc. And were you able to compare the uniqueness and similarity of different vehicles? This you have to ask from yourself whether you were able to do or not. And for the KWL chart, check. Please check whether you have mentioned any of this, because there was so much that we learned in this chapter. Of course, you have many more things to write. If there is anything in particular which is quite different from what is mentioned on the slide right now, it is totally up to you. All right. And thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you for all the time. I just want to wish all the best to you all for this lesson, and please message me up in the comment section, like my video, subscribe, and if you like it, please subscribe. All right, leave a message in the comment box to motivate me to make more videos. Okay, bye bye. I hope you all enjoyed my lesson today, and I can't wait to cover the rest of the 2 lessons, which will be air as well as water transport. So I'm going to see you all again very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Please don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, and hit the bell icon to get the notifications of my latest videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.